In a quiet village nestled between lush green fields and towering mountains, there lived a hard-working blacksmith named Roshan. He was well known for crafting strong and beautiful ironwork, but he had one major flaw: he could never wake up early. Every morning, he struggled to leave his warm bed, constantly snoozing his alarm. Because of this habit, he lost valuable working hours, missed important village meetings, and delayed customer orders. His father and the village elders warned him repeatedly, but he never took their advice seriously. "What difference does it make if I wake up late?" he would argue. "I can always work at night." However, he failed to realize that the world moved at its own pace, and his tardiness was costing him valuable opportunities. One day, the village chief gathered everyone to plan for a grand festival. Many villagers were assigned tasks, and Roshan was given the honor of crafting an iron gate for the temple, the festival's most significant decoration. The next morning, when the chief and his team visited Roshan's workshop, they found it closed. He was still fast asleep. Disappointed and angry, the chief reassigned the task to another blacksmith who, though less skilled than Roshan, was always punctual. When Roshan finally woke up and learned what had happened, he was devastated. The festival was the most important event in the village, and he had lost his chance to showcase his talent. Feeling ashamed, he turned to his wise grandfather for guidance. "Grandfather, no matter how hard I try, I just can't wake up early. What should I do?" Roshan asked. His grandfather smiled and replied, "Waking up early isn't just about setting an alarm, it's about understanding why it matters. Let me tell you a story." He began, in another village long ago, there were two farmers, Dev and Ram. They had the same amount of land, the same tools, and the same weather conditions. But there was one key difference: Dev woke up early, while Ram always woke up late. Dev started his work at dawn, finishing most of it before noon. This left him time in the afternoon to rest, read, and spend time with his family. Because he managed his time well, he always reaped great rewards. Ram, on the other hand, slept in and only began his work when the sun was high. He rushed through his tasks, made careless mistakes, and struggled to work in the afternoon heat. As a result, he was constantly exhausted and behind schedule. One year, a terrible storm swept through the village. Dev, who had harvested his crops early, suffered little loss. But Ram, who was always behind, lost almost everything. His grandfather then said, "My dear Roshan, waking up early is not just about discipline, it gives you a head start in life. The world moves fast, and if you are always late, you will always be left behind." Roshan finally understood his mistake. He had lost a great opportunity due to his laziness. That night, he made a promise to change. Over the next few weeks, Roshan followed a strict morning routine. He went to bed early, avoided distractions at night, and kept a journal to track his progress. Initially, it was challenging, but he persisted. Gradually, his body adapted, and waking up early became second nature. As time passed, his life transformed. His work improved, he completed more orders, and the villagers held him in high regard. When the next festival arrived, the chief personally entrusted him with creating an even grander iron gate for the temple. This time, Roshan was ready. Not only did he complete the gate ahead of schedule, but it was also more magnificent than anyone had ever seen. His reputation spread to neighboring villages, bringing him more customers and success, all because he had embraced the habit of waking up early. One evening, as he sat beside his grandfather, he said, "Grandfather, I finally understand. Waking up early isn't just a habit, it allows me to take control of my life. I feel more energized, more focused, and closer to my goals. Everything has changed for the better." His grandfather smiled and said, "Remember, my child, the morning sun brings new possibilities. Those who rise early welcome success, while those who sleep in are always chasing it. Never forget this lesson." From that day on, Roshan never returned to his old ways. He became an inspiration to the entire village, and his story was passed down for generations, teaching everyone that waking up early is not just a routine, it is the key to unlocking one's true potential.